rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call of attendance.
Here.
Alvarez. Harris. Corsilia.
Here.
Here. Okay, Councilman President Adams will be out, and so will Councilwoman Delore. Councilman Alvarez should be arriving soon. This meeting is being held on October 27, 2025, and being held in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Copies of this meeting have been provided via the email to the Press of Atlantic City, the Daily Journal on November 9, 2024, as well as been posted on the bulletin board at Borough Hall and at the website on bunaborough.gov. Okay, under my report, I have several items, along with the Buildings and Grounds report, and I will also be giving a public safety report, so those will be done under my report tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank Quinn Broadcasting again for televising this meeting. Council meetings are being televised once per month, and the following broadcasters make this possible: Allen Associates, Newfield National Bank, Blaise Manzoni of National One Mortgage, and John Frendino of Global Concrete Incorporated. They can be viewed on Channel 22 starting tonight and at various times until the next meeting. Also on YouTube and on Facebook through Quinn Broadcasting. Some good news under this: we're going to be getting another sponsor next month. Myself, along with owner Jim Quinn of Quinn Broadcasting, met with David Abundo, the owner of the Buna Connection Brewery on Wheat Road. It was agreed upon through Mr. Quinn and Mr. Abundo that they will start also being a co-sponsor for the council meetings beginning next month in November. And also, Mr. Abundo will be entertaining 6 various tapings from November to April at the brewery. So he has gone over and beyond now to get his place on the map, recognition as he saw all the viewers that Jim showed him and how much exposure it will have. He's doing okay right now with his new business, but the more we get the word out and what he has to offer in there, it's unbelievable. I've been in that place a couple times, that site. He has a variety of things that they're offering, and once the word gets out, I know he's even going to be busier. So we're going to welcome a new sponsor with ours starting next month. Tonight under my report, I'd like to report on West Avenue Infrastructure Project, along with the BBMUA as our partner. It's going extremely well. As of now, no major issues. And the pacing, they're on schedule with a December work finish date to be completed. As of today, they were approaching the intersection of West Avenue and Arctic Avenue. Lastly, South State crew paved the center of the road from West and Wheat Road all the way to Jonas Avenue. So where they cut out the middle portion starting beginning of October, that has now been paved and is going to be let settle. As I mentioned in other meetings, this project should be finished and completed in December, and then they're going to move in January to the Landisville section from Summer Avenue to Plymouth Road. So it's going very well. I've been out there a number of times. Also, Mr. Marinacci's on our BBMUA has been out there along with myself, and the work crew from South State, I have to say, are doing an excellent job at this point. So we hope that will continue and we'll get that done. Okay, as far as personnel, which is under my department, tonight council will be asking to pass a resolution hiring a part-time streets and roads laborer. After discussion with Roads Chairman DeStefano and Roads Supervisor Bill Niemahay, we decided to hire this person starting in November, and they will assist in fall leaf collection and also will assist the road department in winter snow removal. This person comes with the CDL, fully certified, and the guy we're going to get, Mr. Ferrero, worked for the road department under Mr. Nemahay for a number of years, and then left and went to the Parkview Housing Authority where he retired last year. So we're getting a great worker back part-time, but he'll probably feel like full-time, Bill, because that's how much energy he has, right? And work ethic. He's a great guy. So he'll be starting with the road department the first week of November. Under the inspections department, I met with Councilman Giovinazzi, and we will have a couple of vacancies temporarily in that department. He and I discussed, along with Council President Adams, we want to interview someone this coming Wednesday for the part-time position. Mr. Sorrow, who is our enforcement code official, will be going out on a medical November 7th and will be out until the first of the year. So we're going to have to fill that void. And also Mr. John Keenan, our zoning officer for almost 25 years, is going to be retiring. His projected date of retirement will be November 30th, so we're going to have to get a fill-in for a month there. So we do have a gentleman that we're interviewing on Wednesday morning that we hopefully will take the position, and we'll be probably having a special meeting. I went over with Mary Ann, our administrator, today on November the 3rd, a short meeting, like at 5 o'clock. I spoke with the Councilman Alvarez regarding any add-on he would want at that special meeting for any budget transfers. So anything, Nicole, that would come up, because we don't meet until November 11th after tonight. But we will have a special meeting to definitely hire a temporary replacement in that department. Lastly, under my report, the Buena Drive repavement project is still pressing, and the solar energy project for the landfill and the Commerce Center is still being worked on. Hopefully by next meeting I'll have some updates on those two areas. Okay, buildings and grounds. Right now in Borough Hall, the daily cleaning is being done. We have a part-time person, Mr. Petrillo, along with Tom, that assists in that area. The grass is being cut. The sign got repaired today, and I gave the order to Bill to turn on the heat Friday. I was getting a lot of pressure. I said I would hold out to the 1st of November, but those temperatures have been going down, and I said turn on the heat. Buildings and grounds also, the EMS, Fire Department, Historical Society, the Boulevard, all that was taken care of in the grounds. All the fire extinguishers and cooking hoods were tested and waiting paperwork for the results, and salt for the has been ordered for the sidewalks on the buildings. So that concludes the Buildings and Grounds report. Under the Public Safety Director and Council President, the Fire Department on Tuesday, let's see, let me just give the report from the Chief and Secretary Kate Smith. Okay, here it is. Total calls for the year have been up to 159 now. Total calls for this month of October: fire alarm activations 9, CO alarm activation 1, cover assignment 1, building fire 1, interior fumes 1, and MBA 1 report was given to that. Some general reminders from the Chief. As the cold weather moves in and our heating systems start to kick on, please check your smoke and CO detectors. The fire department continues to respond to false alarm calls that result in smoke or CO detectors needing to be replaced. So please spread the word to get those replaced. If you need help replacing a smoke or CO detector in your home, please do not hesitate to reach out to our local fire department. Number 2, the Buena Borough Ordinance. Homes must have numbers identifying residents on homes and the street at the site of the mailbox. This is very, very important. I put that in the newsletter I sent out in August, because when that fire company gets called and dispatched, they have to know where they're going to. And if you don't have an identification on your home, it could become very confusing, and time is of an essence. So please, if you know anyone that do not have their house numbers on there or their mailbox, please let them know. Failure to do so leads into, again, prolonged times, and if the numbers are properly displayed, it's all good. Number 3, the office of the Bunaboro Fire Department is open on Mondays 3 to 8 and Fridays 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you are interested in joining the department or like to speak to a firefighter for more information, please stop by on Monday evenings at 7 o'clock. And I have to say, this fire department under Chief Barbaglia, excellent job. They're getting more and more firefighters enlisting to be a volunteer and fight the fires in Bunaboro. Again, within a short period of time, a little over a year and a half, we're doing some great things here in that area. So from the time when I first took office, we were reaching out to our neighbors for help because we didn't have it at the fire department. Now I'm proudly reading the report from the chief and that Bunaboro is well and alive under our fire department. They had a roast beef sale this weekend. It was the attendance was outstanding. The sandwiches were good. And again, that's a special activities fund that Borough Council allowed them to have on their own to buy some special things that they like to on their own. So we control their budget. We have line items for that, but this activity account lets them do some extra special things. And I got to tell you, it did my heart well when I went out there and saw all the backpack cars and all the people supporting that department. You know, it's really, and I know I could speak for the whole council. We're really proud and happy to have that here. I really didn't get anything from the EMS. I know they send that via the internet or whatever to the chief. I mean, to the public safety director. I don't have anything on that. I can speak for the police. Again, I don't have his report tonight. If you have a chief, that would be great. And I just want to, again, commend the chief and the department. We've had some issues with speeding on various roadways, and I called the chief a couple weeks ago, and I got to tell you, those areas are slowing. The people are slowing down. They're getting written tickets because they are breaking the law. And I want to commend you, chief, and your department. Go back and tell your guys a job well done, and continue to do the good job that they're doing. So I'm going to let you read the director's report, if you don't mind, Chief.
Yes. So in the month of September, we had 771 calls for service in the borough, 11 arrests, 13 motor vehicle crashes, 2 DWI arrests, 278 motor vehicle stops, 279 tickets. As far as calls go, we had 3 burglaries, 6 domestic incidents, and 24 burglar fire alarms, 187 business checks, and 68 medical assists. Like the mayor said, there were some issues with speeding in the borough, specifically on Weymouth Road. Our newly formed traffic safety unit has addressed those issues. They were out there as late as early this afternoon, stopping cars for speeding. I've also worked with Bill on getting some speed limit signs put up on Summer between Central and Brewster. There's no speed limit signs. It is a 35 along there. People don't see the signs, so they think they can go 50, 55. We're stopping them, and they are disputing the fact that there's no speed limit signs. So they're coming out this week to get those put up. I also met with the guidance counselor at Cleary Elementary this week. We're doing our Holiday with a Hero again this year, where we take approximately 15 kids from the borough that are in need of a good holiday out shopping, and we're going to be doing that in December. So I'm looking for the guidance counselor to identify about 15 kids from the borough that we can take and make a special holiday for them.
Very good, Chief. Great news. And just to finalize some of the stop signs, and Bill, who's our streets and road supervisor, you want to comment on the Grove Road update?
Signs on Central and Grove Road, and the signs on Brewster and Grove. The county is going out for assessment for four-way stop signs. This information will be reviewed with the existing signs and they'll be getting back to us shortly with what they plan to do with that. And as the chief said, speed limit signs on Summer Road from Central to Brewster, the county's going to be there reviewing this week, and signs that'll all be done within a week.
Great, Bill.
So Bill followed up on that end, and here again, they're county roads, so it's no expense to our taxpayers locally here. It's to the county and the services there. But again, we're on to this. There have been complaints registered, citizens complaining, and again, I think it's our job up here to respond, and we have the personnel that have responded to this, so I appreciate both your efforts with that. That concludes my report as the mayor.
They already started on Forest and Brewster,
Okay.
because they got the
All the markings.
the markings that count the vehicles, and
Yeah.
they already did that. They
Good.
already have it out.
So, yeah, as I said, that's great news, and we just have to be on them to make sure now, George, that they just
They
finish
get it
up.
done.
Yeah, so, okay. Public portion of the meeting, anyone wishing to address the mayor and council have 5 minutes per speaker. Please refer to the following statement. So I need a motion to open the public hearing.
Motion.
Motion, Barsoya, second Alvarez. Roll call vote.
Yeah. Alvarez?
Yes.
Porcellia?
Yes.
Okay, at this time, anyone wishing to address the mayor and council, please come up and state your name for the record.
Hi, I'm John Singh. You're not mentioning that, but I'm going to kind of resign. Through the diligences, let's get him. You know, you didn't put up with that, you need a new sign. It's fixed for a very reasonable amount of money, and he's worth every penny that you pay him, the penny that you pay him. So anyway.
Can you reference that a little different?
I heard it.
Thanks, John. Yeah, we're going to have that going.
It definitely does a lot.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, any motion to close the public hearing? Motion. Motion Barsoya, second Alvarez. Roll call vote.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we have ordinance number 77, an ordinance amending ordinance number 624 as amended, Chapter 218, Article 1, Section 218-18, the Code of the Buena Borough entitled Vehicles and Traffic Stop Sign Intersections.
Motion.
Motion Alvarez,
Second.
second Barsoya. Roll call vote.
Yeah.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Porcellia?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're in a discussion period to council. Anyone have any questions regarding this or any comments? Anyone from the public wishing to address council on ordinance number 777? Seeing none, I need a motion to close.
Motion.
Motion Barsoya,
Second.
second Alvarez. Roll call vote.
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Porcellia?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, next I need a motion to adopt number 777.
Motion.
Motion Barsoya,
Second.
second Alvarez. Roll call vote.
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Porcellia?
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we have ordinance number 778. This is an ordinance of the Borough of Buena, County of Atlantic, amending Chapter 202, Article 3 of the Code of the Borough of Buena regarding hours of operation, quarterly regimented schedule, filing requirements for cannabis taxes, host community agreement fees, and adding a renewal and revocation process.
Motion.
Motion Alvarez,
Second.
second Barsoya. Roll call vote.
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Porcellia?
Yes.
Yes.
Any discussion amongst the council regarding ordinance number 778? Any discussion or comments from the public regarding 778? Seeing none, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion.
Motion Barsoya,
Second.
second Alvarez. Alvarez, roll call vote.
It's just us today.
Roll call vote.
Yes.
Alvarez?
Yes.
Adam? Porcellia?
Yes.
Stefano?
Okay, next we have an adoption 778. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion Barsoya,
Second.
second DeStefano. There
Hey.
we go.
right.
Okay, roll call vote?
Yes.
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 Okay, next we have the consent agenda. This is an agenda items of business that are not controversial and do not require individual discussion. A motion approving the consent agenda is moved and is seconded and voted upon one item at a time by the Borough Council. If any discussion is requested on a consent agenda item, it is removed from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. So I have the following resolutions. Resolution number 200-25. This is a resolution of the Borough of Buena authorizing the borough engineer to apply for FY 2026 NJDCA legislative grant for lighting upgrades in Bruno Malini Park. Second resolution is resolution number 201-25. This is a resolution of the Borough of Buena awarding a contract to Arawak Paving Company Incorporated for the fiscal year 2024 NJDOT Municipal Aid Program reconstruction of East Summer Road. Next, we have resolution number 202-25. This is a resolution authorizing the temporary road closure of a portion of Central Avenue and Weymouth Road to through traffic on October 24, 2025 from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. in connection with the Buena Regional High School Homecoming Parade. Next, we have Resolution 203-25. This is a resolution adopting the Borough of Buena's personnel policies and procedures and employee handbook. Next, we have Resolution 204-25. This is a resolution appointing Augusto Carrero as part-time streets and roads laborer 2 in the Borough of Buena Road Department. And lastly, in resolutions, we have Resolution 205-25. It's a resolution the Borough of Buena requesting Atlantic County to conduct a speed study on Weymouth Road from Buena Vista Avenue to the Atlantic County line. Next, we have bills paid as listed. Clerk's report, minutes of the meeting of October 14, 2025.
Motion.
Motion Barshoya,
Second.
second Giovinazzi. Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Okay, we're now at the committee report section. We're Borough Council. We have planning, zoning, and inspections. Councilman Giovinazzi.
Couple things. We've been having ongoing problems with 108 Buena Vista Avenue. Jimmy Sorrow met with the property owner and working on getting the property cleaned up. Notice was also sent to the tenant. So hopefully we get this all straightened out. There's nothing but trouble. The zoning officer with the chickens on residential lot, 103 Marlin Avenue, certificate for non-conforming use was approved by the Land Use Board on September 23, 2025. We have construction on 115 East Arctic Avenue as was an unfit property being held on October 14, 2025. Property owner secured a demolition company and structure to be scheduled for demolition and inspected to be done by the construction official tomorrow. So hopefully that's all done and all taken care of. This 1305 Central Avenue, that was another hearing that we held on between me, Joe, and the people that own the properties. And this gentleman was given until December 14th to secure a roof on the dwelling and get the building up to par. And the renovations were hopefully completed by June 1st of 2026, which is we've been dealing with this for a long time. So hopefully this is the last that we've got. A lot of constructions. We got 345 Weymouth Road. Construction permits are issued for 3 additional tenants, Organic Green Buds, Social Leaf, and Green Thumbs over at the, I guess, Scott Paper property.
The old Scott Paper
The
property.
old Scott Paper property, which is good. We got 3 more people moving along, and they've been coming in, paying their bills, getting things going, and they're really moving along very well. 101 and 103 Heatherwood Drive, 3 new homes under construction. And right here on Central Avenue, 1202 and 1204, 2 new homes being built, brand new. So That's all I have to report.
Very good report, Councilman, and an inspiring report. I have to say, again, this administration, we never had a councilman oversee this department. And it's a pretty active area in the department, and the councilman's been on there almost 2 years, and you're doing a nice job there, Councilman, and Valerie Sandigator Jones,
Yes.
excellent worker who navigates many personalities. They're all part-time, but these are people who will go out for inspections, have to make time appointments, inspections appointments. It's just ongoing. And, you know, here again, the one property that you mentioned, I actually walk every day and I go by there, and I used to live there, that finally I see today they're making great strides in getting that December 14th deadline done.
That's great.
It is great.
We've
It
been
was-
dealing 2 years with this thing.
Yeah, and it was a lot of years
So-
before that.
Yes.
So, it's the property right next to Cleary School, the back house apartment, and it was a garage also. But finally, that's coming to, they're working hard back there. So, that's being dressed up. You know, we have the property next to that, the former Nacy property is really dressed up. And of course, we have Liberty Village that's really dressing up that area.
And the 2 new homes across the street.
And then the 2 new homes going down towards Pantry, yes. So that whole area, Central Avenue, is really getting an uplift. And as you can see, again, it's progress you could see. Just right around Buena Borough, and you're seeing just pockets everywhere that are, you know, really getting worked on, and we're moving forward. But I think your oversight has a lot to do with it, and Valerie having someone on council that she can go to and come back to us, it's really been working. For my first time around, we didn't have that. I was digging in there. The council president at the time was trying to, you know, manage that, and this just helps us a lot. So, continue a good job. Next, we'll go to Finance, Councilman
Yes.
Alvarez.
Just to say, he is doing a great job, and it's showing. You know, I don't remember having anyone that attacked all these problems like that.
No, we never really had a committee for that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, from council, so, yeah.
So this evening, real short report. We are going to have some transfers next week during our special meeting.
Good.
And going to try to attack about half of the transfers. The balance we'll do the
December.
fall in December. And shouldn't be too bad. We're right on point. We're just going to move interdepartment transfers just to make sure we balance everything. And then as far as the tax office, we still have 14 properties that owe us money from 2024. The number has gone down quite a bit. We're down right now to $29,542.29. So they did start getting activity on the tax sales, and they're moving along. So we did get, I believe at one time we were over $70,000 this year of money that was owed to us. So we've gotten a big chunk out of that coming back.
That's good, George.
So, but they're doing a good job. You know, we have good employees here in the borough, and
Right.
they're doing their jobs.
Very good. Thank you, Councilman. And again, you know, each department, you know, George oversees, it's a big piece, the financial part of this whole borough. And that's another area versus when I came back last year, it was difficult. And if you recall, we had went out for emergency appropriations. We didn't have enough money to finish the year. But again, you know, we try to get better. You know, nobody's perfect. We try to get better at this. And George has implemented some areas that have made us get better. And all the things that he's talking to you about, all this money that we're recapturing through tax sales, through getting the payment off the road on Lincoln Avenue, that house came in at about $102,000. Now, we just can't get that money this year and spend it. In fact, it's illegal. You can't do that. So all this money that's coming in is going into surplus for next year's budget. So anything that we get, even in the buildings, Batchel talked about the revenues coming in for the new constructions. That money goes in and comes in and gets applied to next year. We can't spend or use that money that we're inheriting right now. So the more revenue that we take in, the better off it's going to be when we start having budget meetings at the end of next month to start the next year for our budget in 2026. So
We have a strong finance committee, so,
Yeah.
we sit in there.
we've had a lot of meetings this year, multiple meetings, and it means a lot to keep connecting. So, all right, very good, George. Thank you. Next, we'll go to Recreation, Councilwoman Barsoya.
Thank you, Mayor. This past Friday, Mayor Brophy and Road Supervisor Mr. Nimahay and myself met with a lighting company, which is called Musco Lighting. We are right now waiting on estimates from the company and possible funding possibilities. We've secured $100,000 this year, so with hopes of securing more opportunities. It's gonna, what did he say, about 250,000 a field? It's estimated that it's gonna, estimated about $250,000 a field right now, so that's projected. We didn't receive anything in writing yet. For those of you that have noticed, the paving of the pickleball tennis court area has been completed. Now we're waiting for the striping to take place sometime this week. That will be 6 pickleball courts and 1 tennis court. Let's see, Buena Borough Christmas Parade is scheduled for Saturday, December 6th, starting at Cleary Elementary School and ending here with the tree lighting and pictures with Santa. They are also going to offer some caroling and treats, so please make sure any groups that are interested in participating in the Christmas Parade, please reach out to Buena Borough Recreation, bunarec@gmail.com. If you would wish to email, or you can follow them on Facebook. They're trying to gain increase their numbers. For that page, let's see, shredding took place this past Sunday. It was from 10 to 12. Here it was it was organized and well done. It was a new company that we used this year. Calls for the cause took place over this weekend, and record numbers over there. It was really a wonderful event. I would like to thank the Alpha family for putting that on for our community and their outreach that they do. And I have to say, trick or treat this year, mass numbers in Landisville from where we've
Minatola,
been,
too.
from what we've seen before. So we're growing. So the kids are active, which is good.
Yeah.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Marina, very good. Yeah, just to piggyback on that, Minatola had a lot of kids too, trust me. I had to go out and almost buy more candy. I bought like 200 pieces of candy and went like this. But yeah, it was nice to see them still run up with their little outfits on, and it makes you feel young again. But that was really good. And again, the Alphos, I live not far from them. They're my neighbors there in Minatola. And they usually do this for Christmas time, and they'll do it again. And that's all donations that go to good causes. And this year they did the whole Halloween. I missed it this week. I had some family issues this weekend, but I wanted to go there one night and I couldn't get there. But I'm happy to hear that it was successful. And they do a lot, for needy people and for kids. They have a lot of offerings there. So again, kudos to the Alphos. Okay, thanks, Marina. Very good. And now we'll go to Roads and Recycling, Councilman DeStefano.
Thanks, Joe. I've got a few things. The leaf machine is ready for the season. They're working on the trucks, getting ready for the snow season coming. Branch collections will be completed shortly, and we'll start on the leaves after that. They ordered 50 tons of salt and sand for the season, and they're going to cut the grass on the boulevard one more time for the season.
Okay.
And that's it as far as road items.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Any unfinished business to come before Mayor and Council? Any new business to come before Mayor and Council?
What I wanted to say about that parade that they had for the homecoming for Buena.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which was a nice.
You're right, yeah,
They
I
had
did catch a little of
bunch
that.
of people from the Buena area, started here, we rode down the boulevard, we rode down right to the high school, went right down, And it was nice. I mean, it was very nice. They had floats, they had everything. It was very well run and very nice. It was, plenty of people involved in it. They had, the cheerleaders, they had a lot of kids walk in and whatever, and it was a very nice affair.
That's good, Councilman, yeah. Yeah, Batcham actually participated in that with his antique GTO. And all the antique cars, he was in there and drove the girls, and it was really nice. And then all the firefighters.
They had fire trucks from the whole
Yeah,
area, all the areas.
All the area, from Guinevere, all outside the area, Richland, I saw
Right.
Newtonville there.
Newtonville, East Vineland.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was very nice, very nice. Good participation from the outside.
Yeah.
And the people hanging down the boulevard and down, it was really neat. I mean, the people were all outside cheering on. I guess they heard the fire engines like making all this noise.
Right.
And they came out and it was nice, very nice for the kids. You know what I mean?
So, very good. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's something. That's what makes Buena Buena. Really does. So, very good. All right, the next meeting of Mayor and Council, we will have a workshop session. I know it's scheduled, right, Nicole, is that still on? For 6 o'clock that night, and that will be, Nicole, yeah, what was that again, Marina?
It's for the Safe Streets and Roads project.
That's right, so council.
And we're trying to, I should add to that, they're asking if they can present virtually, possibly. We have to, I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're working on that.
We'll try to figure it out somehow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that would be fine, because we only have that one left for the year, this workshop. So that will be at 6 o'clock, will be Safe Streets and Roads, and they could do, as far as I'm concerned, the council wouldn't have a problem with that, right? Virtually? I don't think anybody, Marina, would have a problem with that. So,
Thank you.
yeah, get that scheduled, and then we have the regular meeting at 6:30. And here again, with workshops, I decided, after being back 2 years, that next year, I gave Marianne the directive that we're just going to have the regular meetings at 6:30, unless a council person requests a topic in a workshop. We always could add it on. I'd rather do that than give the public notice that we're having a workshop and we cancel these things. And I got to tell you why we cancel a lot of them this year. And I'm not boasting or bragging about this administration, but these are a bunch of doers. You know, to me, you have workshop sessions when you don't know what's going on, or you have to expand on things. They're constantly in touch with one another. They're in touch with me. So the more we get done during the week on our off times, what we're supposed to be doing on these as a council person or as a mayor, we're doing them. So we don't have to spend, time on a subject or an area that we really don't need it. So if the public wants to know why I'm not making any scheduled workshop sessions next year, going into the new calendar year, it's because of that reason. And it's a good thing, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell all four of you. Thank you for all the work you have.
Besides this meeting.
Because we have all the committee.
A couple of, for a 2-week period.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meetings between you and
everybody else up here, yeah. So that's a good point to really explain it concretely. We meet during the week at different times by committee form. As you know, I'm on every committee, and there are 2 of them on every committee. So we do a lot of that work there that would go to a workshop if we didn't do those things. So we're getting our work done. And but like I said, next year, if we need something that we believe, like the JIF has to come in,
Right.
like that night, we went on and on during the meeting, we were here 2 hours. I would rather have like that scheduled because that's an important item and that should be dedicated to that cause. Or like, here again, Bill, I don't know if you ever heard anything more. You were in touch with Mr. DeMayo today with these county issues, and I appreciate that. But this trash, even if we can, if they have any idea of buying any vehicles, and we get word of it, I really want this council to consider going to the one person with the containers and get that going. I know they're hard up for money right now. I haven't heard from that Atlantic County, what's it called? Atlantic County ACUA. But Bill and I had a meeting. We were very encouraged last summer. Then all of a sudden I got the word when we were going to be doing our budget last fall, they don't have the money to buy the trucks. so it got put off. I haven't heard anything about this year going into next year. All I'm saying is, I like them to come out. If they commit, I think we would make a commitment. If they could come out here and the public could hear the safety, as far as cost and workmanship with that one truck, one person, I would really want to jump on that. But here again,
Would you like me to set up a meeting?
you could set up a meeting, but I would actually like them, that would be or a workshop for next year for this council to hear. I shouldn't just be hearing this in Bill. I would like all 6 of you to hear it. So this is a thing in Franklin Township, I know, right, Chief? I think it works out in Franklinville. I go in Franklinville and that machine's out there picking up that, they save tons of money, don't they? And it's efficient. You have less liability, less guys. So I really was hot on that last year, and then Atlantic County sort of pulled back on me. So we only can do as much as, they'll allow us to take it forward. But that is something that will save, George, a heck of a lot of money in revenue that we don't have to put out.
You're hot on that.
Yeah, we are.
And
But Bill's, like I said, he was in touch with them. They gave a nice presentation, gave us a lot of hope, and then took it away from us. Yeah. Let's see. But it's something that don't have to be done for the beginning of the year. But if they come in and they know we're interested, I like to do, like I would call a workshop session in January or February for the council to listen. And the public. But we got to keep the public educated as to how it's going to help and the savings we can gain from that. All right, Bill? So if you could do that for me, I appreciate it. All right, next regular meeting will be 6:30 on November 10th. I need a motion for adjournment. Barsoya?
Second.
Second, Giovinazzi. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great night.
Mayor,
Yes.
will it be November 11th?
Did you
Is it a holiday?
No, not
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.